Hello everyone, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this is 25 Plus Life. And today, Carrie, I got a surprise for you.
Yes.
We are at, are you ready for this? The State Park of the Year here in Vermont. I'm going to show you right here. We're bringing you straight to Bomoseen. This has been a thing. Bomoseen State Park. You join us, we're going to take you through the state park. We're going to show you a loop tour. We're going to show you what makes this park just picturesque here in Vermont, and one of the reasons why it was named State Park of the Year. You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
About high five.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
All right, so we are back in Lake. How do you pronounce this place?
Bomoseen.
Bomoseen State Park, and we're going to show you this loop here, starting with this, basically your sites 1 through 24. As always, in the video description, we'll leave a link to the state park's website so that you can scroll through and see. First thing I'm going to tell you is that this, like many of the other state parks here in Vermont, very tight. Trying to get in and out of some of these areas and some of these sites. But this is the first one that I got to say, I don't know if you noticed it, but we turned a corner back there and there was some stinky cigarette smell. And I don't think it was a Marlboro. We'll leave it at that. But we are in Vermont. So
Little lettucey smell.
a little lettucey, a little earthy, a little skunky. But you know, that happens. But I will say that the sites themselves, as we pass number 38 on our right here, are spaced out enough so that if you do encounter that, it's most likely you being in somebody else's space, because we were in their space, not the other way around. So we're going to take you through here. On the right hand side is going to be where the bathhouses are. These are very similar to all the ones that we've seen in the state parks for Vermont. Very clean for the most part, depending on if you're Carrie or if you're me.
Kind of skittish now.
But yeah, we could take a walk up there after. I'll show you those. But we've noticed that here they have, there's a little slick there, 2 or 3 spots that are designated park volunteer. We're actually going to go the right way. Funny story. We drove through this loop because this loop is mostly on the water. And when we drove through it backwards. Met a nice gentleman down here with his dogs who said not to worry about it because nobody cares which way you go here.
Well, it's hard to see because there's pine needles all over the road, so you can't see the arrows.
And here, and again, you know, this is, if you've been watching the Vermont series of videos, this is a second that's in the later part of June, towards the end of the month here. So, hence the sweatshirts. Yeah. Because it is 50, and normally, you know, I would say normally this area tends to stay around that 70-degree mark, you know, with all the vegetation, because you are, if I point you back, a lot of coverage here. So, yeah. That being said, there's an awfully big mix here. Tent campers, pop-ups, truck campers,
vans.
Campers on top of trucks. Class B's, Class C's, and just standard trailers. They do have a beautiful set of hiking trails throughout this area. So definitely they go down by the water and stuff. Definitely worth checking out if you're here. Yeah, so very interesting setup. But these sites, she's been picking on me for running.
Oh
but,
my word.
These sites here will typically end up going down by the water. Let's see if we can get a shot of some of these. So you have your regular RV sites.
Where we turned around.
This was where the nicest gentleman in the world was camping with his 2 dogs. But down here you have lean-tos, and there's one open. Looks like there's one open. I'll give you a shot of that. And trying not to run and leave Carrie behind, but they all have nice little names like moose, squirrel, and whatnot. These lean-to sites are very popular up here in New England, and I think it's probably one of the only areas that I think we've seen so many campgrounds and state parks having lean-tos. This one here is Coyote, and I want to get in here real quick because I want to show you why this campground is such a big deal. So here, that's your lean-to. So you have all this, but this is what you're working with. This is what you're paying for. Right here you have your picnic table, your fire ring. Oh, look at this lake. This is Lake, what do we pronounce that?
Bomoseen.
Bomoseen. And it is incredibly, this whole lake area has been incredibly nice and just picturesque. You see the homes down in the distance, a lot of eateries. You're right in the mountains. There's a beach area where all the day use happens, and then a lot of private homes. Perfect for taking a boat out, for paddle boating, kayaking, all that stuff. There's a boat launch here, so you want to bring your boat down, you can. And it is motorboats allowed, which is awesome. So we have a little 76 Peterborough 14-footer that we've taken out once in 3 years. It was a COVID purchase, and this would be pretty good. I think we can walk out this way. If not, we'll turn around. But these lean-to sites are really decent for even if you're just tent camping, or if you are pulling a small rig pop-up. All right, so I got us into a corner, so we're gonna walk around. So it's been a crazy day here in Vermont. So a lot of hustle, a lot of moving. But yeah, this is one of the things that
no need to run though. Like, this place isn't gonna close.
I know, I feel like I have to get all this stuff done, and you know, whatever part of this has been, if you've been watching these series campgrounds that we're covering in New England, typically this time of the year we'd be down south because we're crazy, we like humidity, but we decided that cost of prices of gas and just in general being so high, and instead of being like every other YouTuber that we know who's constantly moving and getting to the next spot, we're going to do the opposite this year.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Our home base is about 2 hours from here, and we're just going to take in New England. We forget, seeing it every day, that New England hosts some of the most beautiful scenery in the country, and just sometimes it just gets overlooked. A lot of these Vermont state parks do get overlooked, either because people don't know, or
it's
you just don't think of it.
for them.
Right. So, you know, this is one of those places that you'll see such a diverse group of people, whether you're bringing your Tesla in here, or your pop-up, whatever. There's a little something here for everybody. These guys here from Quebec coming down, which ironically we're heading up there again.
Okay.
So pretty good. But you just have a different mix. Vermont's probably one of those areas that it can be what we call crunchy at times.
It's a very eclectic.
Yeah, there's a little bit of something for everybody, no matter what your personal things are, politics, all that. There's a place for everybody in Vermont. This is one of those things. And as close as we are to the New York border, upstate Vermont, upstate New York, the Adirondacks, this is incredible. And there's a little nature path that brings you down to the water there. As we close in on Site 50, you can see some of the rooftop camper. That's pretty cool. But sites wise, as far as the site sizing goes, again, they're pretty good size. No big, not crammed in. We've seen some of the KOAs in this area that are pretty crammed together. I shouldn't say some, there's only a couple in the area. But they're pretty tight. Here, you're spaced out, and there's a few sites that have enough that if you want to have a group of people, you want to camp with your buddies and whatnot, you can do that. So, pretty different.
I still don't understand how some of these things get into the places that they're in.
Yeah, some of the road
like,
here is only about 8-9 feet wide tops, and you can see that's probably about a good 30 feet long. And
you have
that trail
room
sport
here.
There's plenty of room, yeah.
But
getting in and out, and again, I've said this before. We've been all over the country, and I'm still learning over the years. And some of these spots are a little tough to get into, but at the same time,
go left. No, your other left.
Your other left. So we'll take you through. Wanted to show you this area.
No sense of humor today.
I do, but I've got all these things in my head that I know. It's terrible. But we'll try to show you the restrooms. We'll show you the dump station.
I'm not going in this time.
I think you should go in.
Yeah,
this
I'm
time.
all set.
You're positive?
I am all set.
You don't want to head into...
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
And she says, I have no sense of humor when it comes to this stuff.
Oh, I have sense of humor. I don't need to see that.
Let's see if we can pop in here. So this here, again, your restrooms, and probably a good thing we didn't just pop in. So, but they're pretty much standard fare. Well, I don't want to go. There's people inside, so we'll cancel that. Cut the bathroom talk out.
No potty for you. No potty for you.
So we couldn't get into the potty here because apparently there was a party in the potty. So people kind of get creeped out about this 6'2" bald guy walking in with a camera. So we're going to try to show you the bathrooms over here and by the dump station. Let's see if we can show you that. So if you made it this far in the video and you're new to our channel, what Carrie and I do is we travel the country and we purchase things for resale and all that good stuff. And part of that journey is we tend to do stuff like this. So if there's anything in this video that you seem to like, or in the video series, we kindly ask that you give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. And when you do, not only will you be notified of all these little places that we go to, but you'll also be part of this amazing community that has developed seemingly out of nowhere for a whole bunch of people watching two old people walk through state parks in Florida and Disney World and whatever. So yeah, that being said, if you are new, drop a comment below. We'd like to know where you're from and what your name is. So basically, what's your name and where you're from, and leave that. You can't see me. Have to edit that out too, but
yep.
We'll yeah, if you're new here, consider dropping a comment below with your name and where you're from. We're finding that a lot of people are coming in from overseas, and we're always interested. We have a map that we keep, lets us know where everybody's from. It's pretty neat. So yeah, so we were talking a few minutes ago about things that are uniquely Vermont, and we've been quite a few places. And I'm not going to invade on their family time, but you know, seeing a whole bunch of people together, having a time and enjoying themselves as a family or as a group is pretty cool. That's one of the things that we notice happens here in this area, probably more than anywhere else. It does look like the men's rooms are being cleaned right now, so I don't think getting in there is a possibility. But, so,
nope, sorry.
So, okay. So these are the showers. And again, they run on the standard pricing quarters. So here's a little tight fitting, getting the camera in there. But as you can see, pretty much standard fare for Vermont. They all seem to be about the same. If you haven't caught our video from last week for Half Moon State Park, you want to check that out. We have a very similar setup as far as the bathrooms go, so they give you an idea of what you're looking at there. Plus, it's also only about 9 minutes away from this state park.
They're connected.
So again, RV station here. We have your cleanouts. Don't drink the water from the dumping station. They have drinking water in a separate thing. So that is pretty much it for Lake Bomoseen
Yay!
State Park in Vermont. I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this has been 25 Plus Life. We thank you for watching, and check us out next week, and we will show you an interesting KOA that we have booked. And I'm kind of interested to see what that's going to be doing, but we need to hook up there and get some Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So until then,
feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still